My name is Tommy the SpiderBaby Saturday, and I've got something to say. To you, El Tigre, it's always to you, isn't it? I join you here at a crossroads because, El Tigre, it seems appropriate to me. You and I are, in fact, at a crossroads ourselves, are we not? We're at a point, you and I, where one of us gets to go on. One of us gets to step on to what is essentially the road to hell, being the IWI United States Heavyweight Champion. It's a tough road to hoe, I know, even as you do, and yet it's something we both want, isn't it? And yet, only one of us gets to go. Which leads me to the point of this presentation. El Tigre, everyone wants to know, what's the stipulation for our match, July 21st in Hopkins, Minnesota? The events of the last card don't really matter at this point, other than the fact that I get to pick the stipulation. And the stipulation is simply this. It's going to be a championship match without the championship rules. In other words, El Tigre, if you take the coward's way out, if you get counted out, whereas you would normally lose the match but retain the title, that won't be the case this time. If you deliberately get disqualified, as you tried to do with the last match, and lose the match and retain the title, that's not going to work either. If you get disqualified, if you get counted out, the title reverts to me. That's not because it's the way I want it. It's because it's the way it has to be. I think you'll agree, El Tigre, there's an air of finality regarding this match. I feel it, and I'm guessing you do too. I'm honestly, for the first time in my career, afraid of a match. Afraid of what you might do to me, but more importantly, oh, you know what I'm going to say, yes, what I might do to you. El Tigre, when you get in that ring with me, when you step into my spider's web, you're dealing with someone who blinded another man to win half of a tag team championship. I'll throw a fireball in order to win. Just because Spider Mommy's in the audience. That's something that I will do. What'll you do? What price will you pay? And more importantly, El Tigre, what price will you make other people pay? I think that's where I've got you beat. And that's where these rules come into play. El Tigre, July 21st, Hopkins, Minnesota. One of us is going to step onto the road to hell, but that won't be you. El Tigre, you're going to step onto the road to nowhere.